New tonight, some neighbors are dealing with a crisis in their apartment community near Grandview Heights. They called 600 Side for help because they say crime is taking over and hundreds of strangers are too.
Oh, absolutely, Jessica. Just imagine hundreds of people taking over this apartment complex who don't live here and don't pay rent, partying at the pool, the beach, and even the parking lot. Neighbors who do pay rent say they're concerned for their safety after even hearing gunshots earlier this month. At first glance, the Runaway Bay Apartments seem like a dream, a picturesque landscape nestled on one of these Scioto quarries.
The gate is not locked. It is a free-for-all for whoever wants to come in and out of this place.
But some people who call it home say it's become a living nightmare.
I've had my kayak stolen, my paddleboard stolen, I've had my car broken into, but yeah, you can't talk to the trespassers.
Carrie Cassidy has been renting here for a long time and says crime is only the start of the problems. There's a dangerous and disturbing trend happening involving pop-up events where hundreds of strangers take over the property, including the pool, the parking lot, and the quarry beachfront. All of this on private property where they don't live or pay rent. The front gate has been broken for months, with people pouring in day and night with no control.
That's kind of crazy, right?
Paying $1,400 in rent here. These people come in here and they act like they own the place. We get harassed. We get threatened with guns, with knives. We've had a shooting here just a week ago at our pool.
This surveillance video shows those shots ringing out at the pool earlier this month.
I was worried about my mom because she was right there. She lives right across from the pool. I was scared to death for her. I was calling her, making sure she was okay.
Renters wanting to stay off camera say there needs to be more security, accountability, and oversight.
Been threatened to have my butt kicked by men, by women. Had women who have literally had their children running around this parking lot unattended.
And take a look at this
I can see
in the
that.
parking lot
Black
on
people.
Tuesday night. Hundreds
Crazy.
of random people partying in the parking lot.
Whoa.
Why is this allowed? Neighbors say the police, AG's office, and code enforcement claim it's all on the property owners to make things right.
That's
This
true.
is supposed to, you have a legal right to a peaceful environment to live in, and it's the management's responsibility to provide that.
That's amazing, right? Black people, come on, man. White people work so hard so they can have nice things, nice neighborhood, nice place to live, so they can enjoy their weekend. And you're going to bring your chaos and craziness to their community and where they live. Isn't that crazy? Right? You're going to threaten these people because you're violating their right, because they work so hard to rent a nice place, to have somewhere nice to live, and you bring your chaos there. You bring your noise. Look at the amount of black people there. That's crazy. I'm not sure if any of them live there, but I don't think all of those black people live there, because that's kind of crazy, right? Pop-up party in the parking lot, and you're intruding yourself on the pool that you pay no property fee on and no rent on. Isn't that crazy? And then when anything happens, you're going to say, oh, racism. Oh, you're going to say, listen, Black Lives Matter. Oh, wait, you're going to get a lawyer and try to sue these people that pay their rent and they just want a peaceful neighborhood to live in. And you're going to go and infringe yourself on them. No wonder white people are segregating themselves from the blacks. They're crazy. I could definitely see mothers around with 5-4 kids running all over the place, screaming and making noise, when these people just want a peaceful neighborhood and to live their lives, right? The female threatens them. The male threatens them. There's really no difference, because they're angry people and they hate white people. Yet you hate white people, yet you want to be like white people, yet you want to live where white people live, because look, you're going to infringe on where they live without any compensation, without paying rent, without paying property tax and fees to uplift these pool and keep the neighborhood clean. Isn't that crazy? Right? But then you will get emotional when they try to confront you and like, what are you doing here? You get emotional, just like your mother, right? Because you can't, as a black kid, You can't stand up to your mother because you're afraid of them. And your mother raised you to be just as emotional like her. Because any male that is emotional is a female. Either if he's black, white, green, gold, I don't care what race he is. It's the same thing. But it runs mostly in the black community because there's really no fathers around to raise these boys. Even if the father is around, they're being raised by the mothers. And it goes for all race, right? Because the father has not overcome his mother. He marries his mother. He becomes the boy again in that relationship. The wife becomes his mother, and the wife raised the family. And raised the family to be emotional and erratic and react just like her. Because, let's be honest here, women are evil. Their God is the God below. Because they judge, they're in their imagination, and they're in their thoughts. And that's just what it is, man. Isn't that amazing?